Okay, I think I'm live. Can I hear?
Hello, is anybody out there?
All right, I think I'm live. I don't. I was getting Gigwise. Are you here? You might can help me. Taking time on the Sunrider Radio. Getting a error message. What happened here? Here we are. Oh boy, how are y'all this evening? Am I here? Are y'all here? Do y'all give up on me? I don't know. It says I'm live. I guess I got my sunglasses on. I consider making a video about this. Started gathering photos. Here we go. Yep. Am I here? Hello. Or what is that? Howdy. All right. Well, this didn't go as planned. I had an idea. I got in, washed the cars real quick, and I was trying to edit a video. I did it on my phone today, and my phone is 4K, and it's processing. But I could show, you know, uh, show the video. It's only like 6 minutes, but anyway, we can talk about it. We don't have to have that. I'll just put that video out later. Oh, how you doing? Where are we at? Pork chop, Chevy 5 speed. Dashing Grandpa said, "Sorry, y'all." Hello, Sheila. Gigwise, giggity. Alex. No reason to cry over spilled milk, but it was all over their driveway. Hey, Bud Soda, how are you? Sheila, all right, how is everybody this evening? I hope everybody is doing well and melting. I don't know where you're at, but probably anywhere in the United States is hot. It was 114 today. We had the insulation. I literally had insulation strapped down. Apparently, I made my rounds on local Facebook groups. But one of them, yeah, some of the Facebook group around here, I don't. They some of them they like talking smack about other people, especially since they blocked them and they can't get on there. But it is what it is. Hope everybody is doing well. And have you, some of y'all, I know. Uh, giggity, gigwise, pork chop. I know y'all do Spark. We'll pick your plate. I'll be here. What are we having? No, I ate earlier. Uh, a lot earlier. Probably buy me a snack before bedtime, and it's what I really need. Hey, not my fault. They don't say what you're picking up 15 times. Lowe's is usually ads and maybe one more. Yeah, I call. Oh boy, did I get into it with the driver support? One, I tried 2 or 3 times on chat support. What it was is uh, you can't see the number of items on a shopping order, and somebody, I think it was Tim, told me that you can see it on iPhone, but you can't on Android. Anyway, I tried to get a hold of him. I had changed my number because I was using that other phone, and I turned that other phone off. So I went back to my original phone. I called, switched the number 2 or 3 different times. They wouldn't talk to me because they couldn't find my account. Twice I called, they hung up on me after putting me on hold. After I told them what the issue was, that wasn't even what I was talking about. It wound up being trying to get my number straightened out. And the third time, I demanded to talk to tier 2 level, and they kept saying, "Well, we need your." I said, "You don't need nothing. You need to connect me." Grandpa got a little pesky there, pesky or whatever the word is. Was not happy. Anyway, they looked it up. My number was up fine on there. They don't know what the issue was unless they fixed it real quick. I don't know. Never, they said it's an Android issue, and they're working on it. I don't know who's using Android up here and who's using iPhone, but on Android, at least for us, you can't see the item count on your shop and delivery orders. So I have to accept them, then I have to arrive, then I have to preview the shopping order or whatever, just to see how many items it is. Needless to say, one of them I dropped. It was like 21 or $22 for 47, 48 items. Had several miles. So no, I ain't even touching that for that little bit of money. But nevertheless, Sparks and Muchy Sparkle. My Walmart has been. Where'd that go? My Walmart has been asking me lately and refused me last time on the TV and it's point pickup. So I thought they can't refuse you. Spark is, I mean, well, I don't know about. I don't know how point pickup is, but yeah, Walmart can refuse you. They have they have as much say so as we do on the orders we take. They have if they don't want to load a driver up, they can blacklist you just like that, and they do it all the time. So it was bright and sunny order. Came back up and the other day and dropped the TV twice. The triple grocery drop off test. That's what I'm getting to. Oh, yeah, yeah. Spark can refuse it. I don't know about point pickup. I couldn't get on. I don't guess we have point pickup here, but I do know Spark can refuse a driver if they want to. One girl that I talked to that delivers here back during Christmas, she said she strapped down a 65-inch TV on the top of the car and delivered it. Okay. Yes. The man, I wish that video was done because I had a screenshot, but it doesn't matter. I turned down about 5 of those because they were paying like $9 or $12 and $14 piddling for 3 drops. I finally got one for $29 and 3 drops. And the thing is that just started here Monday. I think Monday or Tuesday is when got that notification. But yeah, technically that only made it $10 an order, but the miles were good. And really, if the thing that's why I wanted that video. It was 4:05, I believe. It was about 20 minutes they were behind. So there was basically no way to get that order, 3 drops made, and back close to the port. Here lately, and knock on wood, it continues. But I think that little biometrics and taking a picture you said shut a lot of them out. Kind of put a lot of the drivers out of business. I'm happy about being out of business driving on other accounts and double accounts and triple accounts. Ain't right. I don't feel bad for them, but that's what's that adios. But, one of the loaders had told me that they've been cracking down before that, and they've already blacklisted several. And now with this, it seems like you're not having to be in the Walmart parking lot like you were before, which makes it better because you do have more of an opportunity to pick up an Uber Eats order or if you want to do DoorDash, and do one of those. But before you couldn't do it. How you doing, Lisa? But the thing is, if you haven't done yet, basically they're like a .com order, really. The thing of it is you have to pay attention to each order and how many items are in it. Mine, one order had 32 items, one had 9, and the other one had like 12. So obviously, you know which one went in the trunk and which one went in the back seat. And then the loader told me they cannot tell you you have to put it in the front seat. That's what the loader told me. That could be fact and it could be fiction. I don't know. He just told me that they don't have the authority to tell you what to put. So they just have to mark it. I have 2 totes in my trunk and 1 tote in my back seat, so it's easy for me to keep the back seat separate 'cause if I have a small I can put in the tote and then the one on the other side. I'm not putting stuff in the front seat. They're lucky I'm putting anything in my seat at all. But they're not too small and making me take the can't grab. I took the order. Just make sure you put something in your seats to protect it because stuff can leak. Stuff can tear your if you have leather interior, it can tear your leather interior. You know, you gotta protect and take care of what you got. Oh, my first one was less than well, that was the only reason why I took that one. It was 29 something. It would have been okay if they would have got me loaded and out the door quick enough, but it took way too long. So I wound up missing the next hour. So that I kind of talked about that. That was a little 6 minute video, but I talked about that too. And that's one of the things that I push. The majority of the time, on average, on Spark, you're only going to get 1 an hour. You may get 2, you might get lucky and get 3, but I'm talking about on the average, day in, day out, each hour. You're not going to get more than 1 on the average. I'm not saying that you can't, and you do, and you will, but it's not consistent. So that's why I'm doing 3. If everybody would tip, would be great because you have a little more time. Of course, that eliminates the multi-apping because you're not going to be able to multi-app doing that. I don't. You're just not going to be able to do it. Not and be on time to pick up your next round. But you got to make sure that that order that you do offer that you do take is enough to cover that hour because mine, because they got loaded so late, I ended up taking an hour and a half. So I missed the next one. So that was 2 hours that making that $30 cost me. So it wasn't worth it. But there again, it depends on Walmart. What I'm wondering, and what I was wanting to see what y'all thought, if this 3 order thing comes, if they decide that it's working, how long is it going to be before they put 4 orders on us? And I don't know if anybody paid attention to the thumbnail for this live, but it's a car with the crap piled on the top, side down, strapped down. Is that coming? And that's what Walmart's going to want. Are they trying to push us to get vans? A box truck. If they paid good enough, I wouldn't be opposed to that. But you couldn't run a van or a box truck with the cost of fuel and what they're paying, I don't think you can do it. So do y'all think they're going to stop at this 3 order thing? Or do you think they're going to wind up going to 4 if the 3 order appears to be working? And the only way it's going to work is if each order is worth at least $10 each. Say it's just $30. I wouldn't take any. I don't know. That might be a good because my cutoff for just a regular delivery is $17. I'll take a 16.50, but on close to $17. So on 3, I may wind up saying like 25 and up, and not take anything under that. But the biggest thing that I have seen, just from what I've watched, recently, because it just started here, and I don't know how it is everywhere else. But if you've got 40 items on one order, 45 items on another, 60 items on the other, you can't fit that in a normal car. If you drive an SUV, sure, but you're gonna be putting that stuff in your seats, front seats. You're gonna have it all over the place. So if you haven't taken one and you're thinking about taking one, don't take it unless 2 of those orders are small and one of them you can take this big. Leaving my car, I can haul 70, 75 items. It depends on what they are. But average groceries, you can put 60 to 75 items in the trunk, unless they got big rolls of toilet paper and a couple of cases of water and all that. But pay attention to the item count on each order is the biggest takeaway that I've got to give right now, or my biggest tip right now. Pay attention to the item count. All right, let me read, Alex. It's no test. It's permit. Yeah, I believe it. They're testing it. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one, but so they don't test nothing. They put it out there. They just try to sugarcoat it. Yes, argument. You can't take Spark and another apps, Uber Eats. Uh, permit change now. You can't take Spark. Yeah, you really don't have time to look. I try time to time. It throws you off, and it's just tough. Mine says test from August 26th. Mine did too, but I bet you can't. Uh, we'll see. We'll see. I bet they're going to say it tested good, and this is what it's the way it's going to be. Which, if they pay good, that's fine, as long as they keep 2 of the orders smaller, and hopefully they got sense enough to do that. But I ain't putting much stock in that. We started here yesterday. Yeah. Well, yesterday was the first day that I saw them. We got the notification maybe or two. I didn't work. I don't think I worked Monday. No, I didn't work Monday. I didn't work Tuesday. I think I went out for a little bit yesterday. I saw some and rejected them because the what you did 3 deliveries for like $14. I mean, I wouldn't take one delivery for $14. $17. That's it. I don't care if it's 1 or 2. Now I think maybe I'm going to skip 25 for 3 drops. And a lot of people think, watch the miles. Miles it is because Wichita Falls is spread out, and pretty much everywhere you go, it's going to be 5+ miles. But we don't have traffic issues like some of the bigger towns do. We don't have traffic jams unless there's a wreck or something, but it's very rare. If you had traffic jams, that would be different, but I don't pay much attention to the miles. Plus, especially if a lot of ours is going on the highway, and I get better gas on the highway anyway. So I think they have a hard limit. Can't have frozen items if it's take the whole hour to get to the destination because it's That's what you may be right on that. They may not can go with more than 3 because it may push it over that time limit. That's a good point. Unless they demand us have hot bags or cold bags, which same thing. But I don't know. I'm taking a couple. Loader wanted me to in order in my passenger seat. No, I, I asked the loader today because I've been reading on Reddit and people are getting mad because they have some of the people have baby seats and car seats in the back seat, and the loaders refuse them to load them because they can't put the orders in the seat and blah blah blah. And they're some of them's griping about having to put stuff in the front seat because their mother or their nephews or whatever ride with them. And I asked the loader this, and are we required to put that in the front seat? He said no. He said they was told to load them in the front seat, but they can't be forced. So I don't know. I don't know what their rules are for factual. That's just what particular. It would it probably would be better to have keep it separated, but I'm not going to do it. I could I carry my three. I got a 3-piece rod and reel, and a little bitty like a little kid's tackle box, and I carry that with me along with my air compressor and stuff. It's a little bitty air compressor. Cool little air compressor, by the way. A review product. But I put all that in the front seat, front floorboard, and I scooted the seat up so we had plenty of room behind the passenger seat. I'm not putting nothing in the front seat because occasionally one of my grandkids will ride with me. Occasionally my mom will go with me, and I'm not, I don't family. My front seat's more important than taking that order. I could carry less, you know. But they just told me that they couldn't force you to put it in front seat. That's what he told me, but I don't know. On the other side, that's that's why I was like, Emily said, "Where are we going to put it if you don't put it in the front seat?" But that's why a while ago I was saying I would only take if it's 3 orders, I would only take them if one was bigger and the 2 smaller ones. But I wouldn't take 3 big ones. It wouldn't go in my car. And I mean, they want it because I have had single ones that took up the entire trunk and part of the back seat. You imagine 3 of those? There's no way to do it. And another thing, I had read it, and I don't if you could do it or not. It's just people say that they do this and they do that. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. But it said that they would take 2 of the orders and have Walmart uh, remove one of them, got that third order out, and refused it. And they just take it off, and they just give the 2. Some of the people commenting said that their loaders didn't mind doing it at all, and they didn't have a problem with it. But I don't know. I don't know how that would reflect on your. Uh, well, I don't know what metrics that would fall under, but I don't know how that would work. I don't know, let's just if you put yourself in that situation, then you're the one that accepted the order. It's kind of like people fuss about DoorDash and not some of the driver or customers not tipping, even on Spark and stuff. But if you took the order, you knew they wasn't tipping to begin with. So that's all. That ain't on the customer or DoorDash or the restaurant. You took the order, and that's like this. If you accept the order, you knew you should have sense enough to look at the item count, see if it's going to fit in your car. Granted, sometimes they sneak stuff in on you. I do know that one. Um, like bicycles. If the bicycle is in a box, I can haul it. If it's not in a box, I can't haul it. Where are we at? I'm taking a couple. Yeah, I think they're gonna get a bunch of bad feedback. I might retract it, to be honest with you. I tend to agree with you. I mean, maybe because I really think they're gonna get good stuff. I had asked a loader last week if they was gonna start that 3 order, and he said they had talking about it, but that was last week. But he even said we have loaders that can't keep up with 2 orders, much less 3. He said they'll have it so screwed up, and I tend to believe that. I mean, some of them are great, some of them need a little training or experience. And 2, if you got stuff in Walmart sacks and it falls over onto the other side of the car, you might think it went to that one, then you're gonna get it mixed up. It's just gonna be I think it's gonna be a cluster, but I don't know. We'll see. How you doing, Mike? 3 orders today with 17, 56, and 49 items. Base pay. Oh, heck no. Well, I did see some. I didn't look. I didn't even look at the item counts on those. That I rejected because the pay was that. I didn't even look at the item count. I would if they'd been one apiece, I wouldn't have took it. Absolutely not. That is a bunch of crap. And that size of order, I drive Nissan Max. That size of order, unless it's some canned goods and little box goods, I'm not gonna for it anyway. It won't fit. You could have it stacked to the ceiling, and it would be a major mess. And there's no way I'm going to do that. And I hope that most other drivers are not going to do that, especially for that pay. That order should have been 70 for that many times. That was the thing I put on that video. I had one single order that paid, I think, $22, and that was one of the points I made. If you could get 3, not big orders, but 3, because this order only had like 19 items on, 19 or 20 items. You just tip. But if you could get 3 of those, that's knocking $60. There ain't nothing wrong with that. In that case, taking 3 orders, absolutely. Even if it took you 2 hours, that's still $30 an hour. So, but the majority of yeah, they've been 9, 12, $14, stuff like that. The Sam's order today kept going around 8, well, 8 stops. So technically, I guess 7 stops for $14.95. It was 28 or 32 miles. That it may still be on there. That was on there about noon today, and it was on there when I was shut down at about 6, about 6:30. It's still popping up. I'm 90% sure it's not exact order. Anybody taking it? I'm proud of the people that stuff follows follow the Spark drivers because it seems like a bunch of them are not taking it, and it makes me proud. Yes, it does. I put the small one in the catering bag. Yeah, if you have bags. Well, I got the totes. I have I have a Grubhub. I guess you call it a catering bag. It's a big bag, but I had to take all my bags or half of my bags out for it. Back when I was just doing food delivery, I'd have 10 bags between the little DoorDash pizza bags and all that. They do make good cushions for your car seat, your seat of your car. People sitting like I had the small Grubhub bag over on the passenger side today, and I had a case of water, and I just set it on top of that so it wouldn't be creasing down in my seat. Plus, can you imagine if you had 3 orders and each one of them had 2 cases of water each plus the groceries? What weight you're putting in your car? If you drive a truck or something or an SUV, that's not a big deal. But if you're driving like a little Toyota Prius or a Honda Civic or something like that, that's a lot of weight on the car. I wouldn't accept an order. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people on Reddit, they was saying that they would go to Walmart and they would have them remove these orders. I mean, why'd you take it? That's my whole thing. Is you knew what it was, and if you didn't know what it was, you need to slow down and look at the order. But I know they do sneak stuff in on you. I've seen that. I've had that done to me. So gotta gotta keep them separated. Oh, thanks. That's what's gonna be in my head. It's doing that. Three orders are purely yeah, or home Depot. Sorry, Brandon. Steve Randall. Oh no, that's cool. That's cool. Uh, yeah. What's the link? Jim just fell asleep. He had one too many. Said Arch over. That's the Steve Brothers YouTube channel testing a. Oh, oh. Oh, well, I don't know if I told you or not, but I did get a new computer. I just Best Buy and just got one. I had to have it. I know I could have got better ordering parts and stuff like that, but I had to have it. My work depends on it now. This one, man, I forgot what it was called. It was Best Buy. Uh, like 1,100 bucks. It's got that uh, Ryzen 5 or 7. I can't remember now. My only issue with it, and it's mainly because I'm used to my laptop, but when I'm editing, it's the CPU, I guess, starts demanding, and probably the power supply is kicking up a little bit. It's a little louder. Other than that, I'm going to do a little review on it, but I'm using it for a while because I want to thoughts on it. And in my situation, they have two USB ports on the top, and you can adjust the lights. But they're on top. The way my desk is set it out, you could. But anyway, getting any advance? Absolutely none. I keep getting. Actually, there was an incentive. What did that say? There was an incentive on it. Unplug my phone. Spark is going to load. Oh, there it goes. Advanced Auto Parts incentive 819 to 825, valid through 825, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that didn't tell me nothing. And this phone is slow. US Cellular's notifications. There it is. I don't know. It was a joke. I've yet to ever see an Advanced Auto Parts spark one. They only got two, both of them had already been picked up and were gone. So there are some apparently. I've just never gotten one or seen one. I've seen one spark. Taken a few, but most of them didn't pay very well. I took an Advanced Auto Parts, but it was on roadie. Took a battery across the river. miles, but it paid like $50, and it was on my way home. So haven't seen it in advance. Right, so I don't even know. I know we used to have a salad. Usually there's incentives for them. Screw me. Yes, I'm streaming from the PC. I've got my. I was having camera issues earlier. It was oh, error code ERR243, and I was trying to Google it, but I was running late on my live, and I finally got it to work. What I wound up doing is taking. I'm hoping it's not an SD card error. I'm not sure. I didn't have time to look it up. I went ahead and popped my SD card out, and it worked. So maybe it was having an issue loading up there. Could never make these incentive orders just go there. I don't honestly. I don't even try. I don't even look at them. I have made a couple of them, but it wasn't on purpose because I'm not taking a $9 order just to make an extra $3 a piece for them. Granted, the past couple of times I think the incentives come out here, you've been like $4 or $5 extra per order. Now, if they're 14 or $15, that might make it worth it. But if they're $3 or $4 and that's a $9 order, that's still not worth it. Even if you make the incentive, you're still going to lose money because if you would have just waited and got just waited, take a chance, 50-50, that you're going to get a better order anyway. It's going to pay a lot more than what it would have, even if you got the incentives. So I don't, I don't even pay any attention to them. If I get them, great. If I don't, I didn't pay any attention anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. I get them all the time on DoorDash. Auto park. Oh, the advanced national incentives this last year. Not even worth trying. Yeah, there for a while here they were all about $3, $3. Last about the last week or so, they've been like $4, and I think we calculated one. If you made the top of it, it came out to like $5 each. And you throw $5 on top of a $14 one, that makes it worth taking it. But if it's a $7 order, even if you throw $5 on top of that, it's not worth it. That's only $5. It's not worth it. Any idea why your mic is sort of in and out? No, no clue. I do know my last live. I don't know. This is supposed to be a good mic. I don't know. Last week's live, um, it would all come out in one channel, and in the settings on StreamYard, what did that say? Uh, stereo qual audio. You can check stereo audio, and it made it just come out one channel. Henry Smith brought that to my attention, and when I went back and I didn't know it. When you listen to it on my headphones, now both. When I listened to the replay, yeah, it was just coming out the right channel. Wouldn't come out the right channel. I don't know why my mic is. The mic seems like it's suppressing like the speaker. Okay. Thank you. There is a setting in StreamYard, automatically adjust your mic volume. I'm gonna unclick that, untick it, I guess you call it. So I'm gonna untick echo cancellation. We'll see if that makes a difference. Okay, now your mic sounds the same as it did last week, in and out. Try taking the phone. Did unticking that stuff seem to help? I don't know if it did or not. You wanted me to undress my mic. I don't know. I had that little pop filter thing over here too that came with this mic stand that I got, but that did seem to help a bit. Unticking that stuff. I don't know. So it was this, or was it me unticking that stuff? You think? I'm still in a learning process. I don't know what's because this is that Scarlett mic and it's supposed to be good. I don't know. It's at least better than it was. Hear a tiny bit of background hiss that can understand you now, at least. Huh. The phone thing didn't seem to matter. Well, that might have, I don't know. I might have the gain turned up too much on it. Let me turn the gain down just a little bit, but does that sound better? Now it seems like I need to be up here and talking like that. But I've tried to turn it down because I just didn't want the background noise picking it up. But those settings in StreamYard made a huge difference on the right channel, left channel. I figured it'd make the stereo sound, but it didn't. Okay. Well, as long as it sounds better, I guess it's those settings in StreamYard. Remember the old CB days? You'd be messing with your squelch and your gain and all that. And some people had the power mics. And you could, if you didn't never been around CBs, you don't have a clue what I'm talking about. But on a microphone, they had a volume. You could turn it up and amplify it more. Maybe that'll help. As long as I don't get it all set perfect and then bump it and then get it all messed up. I don't know. I wouldn't spend the money on this Scarlett stuff personally. Your burger. Got a bear in the air. Got a local yokel that had the red and blues on me. I still got a call on that before they're gonna be handcuffing me because I'm gonna forget about that ticket and I'm gonna wind up getting a warrant. I need to do that. I don't know how long you have to do it. I'll be in defensive driving, though, that's for sure, because I don't want it on my record. You don't like the desk mics, I'd rather have free to move my head where I want using a pedal mic or a headset mic instead. But yes, settings can make a world of difference. Somebody told me, because I've got the wireless headset, but it's all Bluetooth. But Bluetooth apparently won't work with StreamYard. So I don't know. I've got two trucker mics. I've got the where's my these. I love these. It's got the little mic right here. This is where when I'm doing shopping orders. I'm walking around like this doing my shopping orders. And then if somebody calls, if I got my music going, somebody calls me, I can just flip it down and keep it talking and keep it walking. But I love these. I got to put them back in the car. I had them on the charger and I forgot. I'm going to put them right there so I won't forget them tomorrow. You know, even when I was doing more food deliveries, I never got any kind of catering order. Emily did, and she actually got them to where they wanted a picture of the catering bag. I never got, DoorDash never asked me about a catering bag. The pizza bag they asked me, and after you accept the order, after you pick up the order, then they ask you if you got a pizza bag. A little late then to be asking that, but anyway. That's DoorDash for you. Oh, deliver that. Yeah, I don't even. I. Some people are still making good money on DoorDash. I realize that, but you just don't do it here. You can stream live from YouTube app on a mobile device and probably use your Bluetooth there. My only issue with using the YouTube app, what was it? Oh, I think you can't share the screen. Like if I wanted to put another image, like I was gonna stream that video earlier. It might be finished uploading, but I don't think you can do that on the YouTube thing. Yeah, if I was out in the car and doing it on my phone, I definitely would do it. But I don't know. It could be this mic, but if I can make it work and get the settings right, I really don't want to. Well, I really can't invest any more money in this. I've got to get this monitor paid off, and I said it's finished. I got to get this monitor paid off, and I got to pay this computer off. Let's see. I wonder. Let's see. I got it unlisted. There's the link. Open it over here. Paste and go. I was trying to figure out if you could what was I saying? StreamYard, let me get back over here. I was wondering if you could have a video on your computer and stream that, like on the live, share the screen. But I know you can do it, but I don't know how you would get the audio. Unless you just put your mic down by the speaker, but that would sound like crap. Yeah, YouTube. You can make some private YouTube videos, a minute long, and try different settings, play back your audio. Well, like I said, from last week, I didn't know it was just coming out one channel until Henry made a comment on the comment on last week's live. What am I doing? Present. Let's see if let's just try this. Share screen. Oh Lord, how many screens do I got open? There it is. Let me make that full screen. Now, y'all tell me if the audio comes in there. So it's only 6 minutes and 10 seconds. You can do that if you're in StreamYard. It has to be ran from a Google Chrome. I can do it with streamable OBS on my PC once I get longer cable. Hook up my second monitor. Alright, let's see if this works. Y'all tell me if you can hear it or not. Oh, trying to click play over there. Well, I just accepted my first 3-drop offer. We'll put one in the trunk and hopefully both of them in the back seat because there's 2 of them that are kind of small. We'll see how it fits. Well, already I'm seeing one problem. This was a 345 pickup. It's now 404 and I'm still not loaded. Now remember, if you've sit in the same spot and cars around you are coming in, getting loaded and getting out, and other people are coming in and they're getting loaded and getting out, you need to call. Oh Lord, what did I do? I just changed speakers. Stop sharing. What did I do? Don't tell me we gotta go through these dang commercials again. It's just buffering. Well, I guess because I changed speakers, I've screwed it up.
Check everybody. All right.
Well, that's, I don't know what I did. Well, I just accepted my first 3-drop offer. We'll put one in the trunk and hopefully both of them in the back seat because there's 2 up there kind of small. Y'all can hear it. I guess that's all that
See how it fits.
I don't need to hear
Well, already I'm seeing one problem.
Listen to myself.
This was a 345 pickup. It's now 404, and I'm still not loaded. Now remember, if you've sat in the same spot and cars around you are coming in, getting loaded, and getting out, and other people are coming in and they're getting loaded and getting out, you need to call that number that is on the sign and check on that order. Make sure it's not canceled or something. In this case, they're just really busy. We'll see. It's now 4:11. Okay, it is, you can see at 4:17. I just got loaded. So there's no way to get 3 drops in and back close to Walmart by 4:30. They give us 12 minutes to drop 3 orders off. I don't think it's going to happen. Well, there's my back seat. Pretty loaded. And the trunk is just as full. Well, we made pretty good time. It's 4:24. Let's see how long it takes to do the other 2. 2 down, 1 to go. And this is when we should have been back at Walmart to get another order. So I just finished the 3rd drop. What have I learned? Well, it's kind of like doing a .com order. The only difference is each order has quite a few items with it, and that is going to be kind of what I base whether I take it on. What I base that on is how many items are on each order. If it's 2 smaller orders and a big order, you put your big order in the trunk and you put your 2 smaller ones in the back seat. I would suggest getting like a tote like that to put it in. Yeah, it's back there if you can see it. Anyway, I would suggest getting a tote. You could put one of the orders in, and then you can keep the other side empty. And my Grubhub bag's laying there to protect my seat, but that's what I would suggest. And don't let them tell you that you have to put it in the front seat, because you do not. According to the loader that I just talked to, well, a little while ago when I got loaded, I asked him about that, and he said, well, put it wherever you want to. So just look at the quantity on each order and go from there. And like this one, you see how much it pays? Let me put the screenshot right here. So it was worth it. The thing is, it just took me so long to get loaded, and that's what really threw me off, because I've missed the next round too. And that's kind of like with .com orders. Your odds are you're going to miss the next round and possibly the round after that. And with some orders, you want to make sure that that offer is paying enough to cover that full hour, because 90% of the time you're only going to get 1 order an hour, and that's a fact. I don't care where you're at and how fast they are. On the average, a lot of people say, I can get 2 an hour easily. Yes, sometimes you can. Even I can sometimes, but it's not every day, every hour. I'm just talking about on the average. Sometimes you could get 3. But if you're taking $7 to $9 to $12 orders, you're going to be losing money by the end of the year. Guarantee it. You can't make money from taking those orders. Now, by the time you subtract everything, unless you got like an electric car, and I really don't know what it costs to charge those and all that, but just a regular old car, you're going to be using a lot of gas, putting a lot of miles on it. So by the time you do all your deductions and everything, it's not worth it. So pick and choose, especially now that we're having to do the 3 drops. I've declined 5 or 6 of them so far, and I took this one just because it did pay the $29, whatever it was. I thought I could knock it out in about an hour, which I was wrong. So be mindful of how long it's going to take you to get loaded, because it may run into the next hour, probably maybe even the next 2 hours. So if it ain't worth your time for that pay, don't take it. Or if the two of the orders are really big, you know, because you're going to run out of room, you're going to start getting stuff mixed up, it's going to be a cluster, you know what. So pick and choose. Pay attention to how many items are on each order, and you'll be all right. Hopefully they'll get the idea that we don't like it. If they're all going to pay $30 and $40, okay. Yeah, I did a curbside a little bit ago. I don't remember if I did a screenshot. If I did, I'll put it right here. If I didn't, then sorry. But it was like $23 or $22 for 1 drop. If you could get a 3 drop offer paying that, that'd have been $60. So yeah, that would have been worth wasting 2 hours on. But those are possible, probably. I just haven't seen one yet. We'll see how it goes. If you're smiling, dancing, prancing, doing whatever it is you want to do, just keep doing something, because you're going to grow old if you don't. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.
Okay. Well, I played that. That went through okay. The bad thing is I couldn't hear it, so I just saw myself wave, so I knew it was over. Anyway, that's kind of my take on that 3-order thing. I don't know. I'm hoping Alex is right, though. Alex had mentioned earlier that 4 items probably wouldn't work because of the time frame that it would take, you know, the time it would take. And if you've got perishable items, they're going to time out on you. So I hope that's right. And that was a good point. Once in a while, I see an offer order for everyone that looks good, but this one I have already opened. Once in a while, I will see an offer order for everyone. First come, first serve, and look good. But in 25 seconds, it's gone. Yeah, or quicker. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like if I'm sitting in the parking lot, I'll be reading a Newsbreak story or watching YouTube, and then I'll get the notification, and I got to flip the screen over, and sometimes it's gone. But it's gotten better, and I hope it continues to get better, because from my understanding, they are supposed to continue the random checks on the accounts, like with the taking your picture and stuff, kind of like Uber Eats does. That's the only way it's going to work. They can't do it once and forget it, because people figure out a way around it. I'm sure they already have. But if they keep consistently, randomly doing it, it'll help. It ain't going to fix it, but it'll help it a lot. It has. It seems like it has here anyway. But so anyway, that video kind of tied in with this live tonight because I hadn't planned on doing that little video I did earlier, but it worked out just right. It's like Walmart offer earlier 14 drops for $39. There was a Sam's order going around here for, actually I think I have that. Grandpa, 304. Yeah. Let's see if I can get that over there. I'll just show you all this. This is what. There's green. Window. Now, what do y'all think about that one? $14.51 for, well, I said 7 earlier. Actually, I guess it would be 8 stops because the first one's going to be Sam's. 15 miles for $14.51. I thought it was a lot more miles, but either way, that's 8 stops for $14. I don't think so. Like I said, I wouldn't have done it if it had been one stop. I wouldn't have done it. Sometimes people will take anything that comes up, and then I might see it come back up a couple of minutes. This Sam's order stayed up most of the day, and it was still up at 6:30. Let's see. Any given day that week, upwards of 80 plus offers on my screen. Yeah, I remember watching some of your lives and seeing all those offers. That was insane. I know here on Christmas, was it like the week before Christmas? They crashed the system. I don't know if it was nationwide or just here. There were so many offers, you couldn't pick nothing. It was, as soon as you tried to click on something, it was a nightmare. But you know, even at that, as much as it crashed, as much as it was out and offline, I still made good money on those days that it was out, because those orders that you did get were well worth it. It was almost like those being in the phone booth where the money's blowing and you're just trying to grab something. That's what it made me think about. Maybe 20, more, maybe 20 late afternoon. See, we don't even see that. Occasionally you'll see 6 to 8, you know, and usually they're like $8, $9 and stuff that luckily people are beginning not to take. Got rid of some of the drivers here, and the ones that are still driving got a little sense, so they're not taking the garbage. And that's round robin. One good thing is I think everyone is seeing the same thing, so we're all going to be rolling with a super low AR. Oh yeah, we won't even. Mine was 4% at one time last week. My metrics. Oh, I'm up to 22% now. So I've been working. It was 4% for several days last week. Where'd it go? But yeah, Sam's Club, always bad too, yeah. For sure, there were 6 orders for $19 at 15 miles. And the same at 50. Yeah, it's like that order, that $14.50. I mean, granted, it was 15 miles. Let's see. Actually, my mom was with me yesterday, or was it Tuesday? One day she was with me, and we was talking about it. And I turned the app on, and there was an offer. It was like 14 drops and like 44 miles, and she don't even do this, and she goes,
That's not even $1 a mile. And we got thinking it's like 45 cents a mile is what that order was paying. And if somebody that doesn't do this can figure that out, it sure seems like somebody that's doing this ought to be able to figure that out. I don't know. But she's pretty sharp, so I've been having convention all week, exhausted and off to bed. Make that convention. That's cool. And I need to find out about that second thing that you mentioned in that message the other night. I just haven't had a chance yet. I can't wait until the holidays. Last year I did well, especially on the .com wars. Yeah. Hopefully they're like that this year. And can you imagine if they were like that last year and we had a bunch of people running illegal accounts? If we can manage to get rid of those people, what those orders are going to be like this year? Be worth trying to get on Spark if you're not on Spark yet, just to see what happens. That month, December, may make up for lost time. Yep, I'm up to 22%. Well, like I said, mine was at 4% most all last week. Yeah, Steve, appreciate you coming by. He may already be gone, but anyway, I need to message him. I won't tonight since he's going to bed. I'll wait till tomorrow. You're at or is 18. Man, y'all are making me feel like I'm trying for Top Dasher or something. Oh, wait a minute. Top Dasher's not a thing anymore, is it? They got some other scams going. Manipulating people's minds. Tim, I knew you were going to say something. Nice. Wow, you mean Grandpa is going to have the highest AR? Oh, wait a minute. Lisa hadn't put hers up, but I don't know if she's been doing much working. I can't believe that I'm actually going to have the highest AR. Usually I have one of the lowest. Yeah. Well, if we had some different apps, I would be more than willing to try them, but we don't have anything here. Roadie's a joke. I did do a roadie last week, but it was because I'm right down the street. Where I live is right down the street from Tractor Supply. And it was staying right here. It was going about 6 blocks. So, and it paid like $16 or something, which is not that great. But like I said, it's 3 blocks to Tractor Supply, and it was like 6 blocks back to where it went. And all it was a piece of angle iron. Like 3 foot, 4 foot piece of angle iron. I'm sure they have a fancy name for it, but I'm an old welder and we called it angle iron. No, it's route the batch orders backwards. The .coms on Spark do that sometimes. I had an idea to take a picture, drop it off, and take a picture with my other phone, and then later take a picture of the picture to show that I dropped it off. But that could get kind of questionable on the whether it was right or not. But it's bad when they send you almost to your house and then they send you back the other direction. There's been a few times where I would have really liked to switch them around. Lisa, come on and tell Brandon your AR. Yeah, we want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. She's probably 78%. I'm just going to take a guess. But I know a while back she said that she wasn't doing much sparking, so I don't know. Maybe she's lighting a fire up there.
Maybe you should change it. Well, when they had them mileage more and except yeah. Do y'all watch oh, was it Dashing Across America? I think that's right. Name of the really cool guy. I've watched a few of his videos, but he was showing some of the DoorDash orders, and it looked the mileage would say like 14 miles, just say 14 miles, but it would have you going around like this, and when it was really just like right there. I thought, I never really paid attention to the maps on DoorDash when I would look at the offer. I just looked at the mileage, and because your food delivery, that I base pretty much everything on the mileage. Spark, I don't base it on the mileage. I base it on how long it's going to take me to do it. With food delivery, I did. And I don't remember ever checking the mileage. So that was pretty good. Grandpa, I went from 4% last week to 60% this week. Now we know who's taking them the orders. But you might have been getting some good ones, and you may be timing it just right. Because really, you can go here in my market anyway. You could go out, and this is just speculating. I don't have any facts or anything, but you could go out at like 8 o'clock in the morning and work till 5 that evening, and you only make $90. Or you could go out at 2 o'clock that afternoon and work till 7 o'clock and make $90. Work less time and make more money because you know when to go out and when not to go out. Mornings here, I've tried them, and I'm sure there are some mornings that are good, but the mornings that I've tried have not been good. So maybe Lisa's figured out what hours to work, and the orders are good, so you don't have to worry about getting all those crap orders all morning. Just wait till the good orders come out in the afternoon. Then I want to stop talking in Discord. I need to get on that Discord. I think Tim sent me the link. I think I bookmarked it. Let's see. Well, I don't know if I still have it or not because I got this computer. Yeah, no, I got it. Rideshare Lisa Discord. I need to get on there at some point when y'all are on there. I hear about Discords and all that, but I've never actually got on one. I guess they're kind of like a chat thing. I'm only taking 3 deliveries this week. Heat wave is killer, but I'm doing great in earnings thanks to the easy cater orders. Yeah. Grandpa, I did UDM's ideal for Top Dasher. I took 5 deliveries a day until I got my AR up. So was it you just taking whatever? Just taking 5 of just whatever? But so if you do that, of course it might be a little early to know yet. Might have to ask you this again next week if you'll be here. Did it make any difference on the orders? Did it make you get any better orders by taking 5? Okay. I understand. I understand getting your AR up on like DoorDash, because I honestly do think it does make a difference on that. But when Emily had a good AR on Spark, and mine is really low, I can sit in her vehicle right beside her and get orders before she gets them, or better orders. I don't know that on Spark it makes any difference. Food, like DoorDash, I really kind of think it does. In certain situations, it might on Spark as well. But I would like to know how that was working out for you, though. Oh, okay. Oh, well, I dropped the T-Mobile on that phone, but I can hot, hot, hotspot off of my US Cellular when I'm in town. It ain't worth a crap out here where we live, but I wish Wichita Falls had enough open Wi-Fi's around. Some of the car dealerships and like Walmart and some of the restaurants have it, but it's not spread out enough to. There's not enough of them to cover the area. Anyway, y'all, I've been. Oh man, it's been an hour and a half. Well, I was late, so that ought to count for something. But anyway, hopefully we got this sound straightened out, and I got to find out why I was getting that ERR 243 code. Your cricket service went south, so I cut out a lot of Discord these days. Well, I dropped the T-Mobile. I was paying like $60 a month for the T-Mobile, and this computer payment's going to be about $140, and then I got that ticket, so $60 a month will help. I wish there was a way to get out of that ticket, but there ain't no way. Well, I'm glad it sounds better. I bet it was those settings on StreamYard. You try to make it sound better by clicking that stuff, and it was probably making it worse. I've got the Tim, I think, sent me a Discord link. It just says where'd it go? Rideshare Lisa Discord. That's what the link says. But good deal. Well, I'm glad that sounds better now. At least I don't have to worry about trying to get a mic. Different people talk about using the USB mics, but I don't know if I can make this one work. Then I'd rather make this one work and not have to spend any more money on this stuff. Oh. Okay. I got your message. Do y'all ever get friend requests? With me having that Dash and Grandpa's Facebook, I tend to try to accept the friendships on most everybody that sends one, because it's not my personal Facebook, but I look through it, and if all their pictures are boobs hanging out, then no, I'm not accepting it. Ain't no 20-year-old with big boobs want to be friends with a guy like me. I know that ain't dumb. Been around for a while, but some of them, you accept the friendship, and then they just want to, hi, how are you today? And I don't have time to chit chat, and I sure don't want to give any wrong impressions. So, anyway, Grandpa, when you join us, okay, Lisa, I'm gonna try that. I don't really do DoorDash, but I have time to do 5 orders a day. If I could get on DoorDash, I would try that. UDM's pretty smart. He's been around for a while. I'll try stuff. I think there was one time that I said something and I don't think he agreed with or something, but it was never nothing hateful or anything. But I don't remember. It was a couple of years ago, probably now. But I still watch and listen to him. He makes some good points. Pretty much everybody, whether you like them or not, if you can get past their personality or their arrogance or whatever, they have some pretty good things to say. They may not always be right for your area. In their area, it is, but they're worth listening to and trying. That's what I say. Even the people that some of us don't like that's in California, I think everybody can probably figure that one out. I just don't like his attitude. But he does make some good valid points. So everybody's got some good in them. Just sometimes the bad outpowers the good, but they got some good in them. But always be willing to try, you know. And I think that was a good one to try. If I can get on DoorDash, I'll try that. Very rarely can I get on DoorDash. Do it between the app. You'll find it easier, and you don't. I think what I might have to do is do like one DoorDash, and then just pause it, because I'm not going to miss a Spark order for a DoorDash. Ain't no way. I live in Michigan. Oh, how you doing, Billy? If you're talking about Spark, absolutely it gets better around the holidays. You'll make double or triple what you're making right now on Spark. And probably the other Deliver That and different apps like that. Food, I didn't really notice a big difference in here. How they talk about the summer slowdown and all that. Wichita Falls don't have a summer slowdown. Not enough to really notice it on food delivery. But I know a lot of places do. But yeah, you'll probably make double what you're making right now coming around to Christmas time. Everything will pick up in September through the end of the yeah. Yeah, it'll go back to about what it is now. I learned good delivery from UDM. I was only rideshare during the pandemic and during the food. I did food before I did rideshare. Well, I honestly don't remember which one I started first, Uber Eats or Grubhub. But yeah, we had a bunch of people. Me and my mom went to eat at one of the local barbecue places. And there was like 4 different parents in there with their kids, taking them to the school, to the dorms. It wasn't that far from the school. So yeah, they're rocking and rolling back over there again now. DoorDash will pick up. I do know that. It will pick up a little more, but I never noticed a major slowdown in the summer with food delivery. A little, but not a whole lot. But it will pick back up with school. I just don't turn DoorDash on. Well, I'm not even going to try to turn on. Our college is not a big college, but it's all right. I was too busy leading up to Thanksgiving last year in the mini Walmart. The mini Walmart I was using had such a good loading crew. Yeah, I think you set up, didn't you take a grill up there last year? And like grilled hot dogs or something, or you was going to? I remember it seemed like you was talking about that. I get summer slow down only because the college kids go home. You see, our college, most of the students that we have, not all of them, some of them come out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area and the smaller towns, but probably half of them live here in Wichita Falls. So they're still around. They're just not at the dorms and stuff. Been on summer slow. What is? Did you say what your AR was giggity on Spark? I don't know if you did. I missed it. 9 months in Southeast Texas. I was going to grill those and brats, but pizza was a lot. Oh, okay. I remember you talking about. See, I remember that. Remember you talking about it. Yeah, pizza would be a whole lot easier. Syracuse University. My college, and they have 2 other colleges on campus. Oh, we got Midwestern State University, and it's not. I don't know how many students are there, but it's not like big, like Tarleton and Texas A&M, places like that. Anyway, I'm looking forward to October, November, mainly November to December. It's rock and roll. That crew was the best at Walmart. So many on Spark, 12%. Man, that makes me feel bad because I think I had the highest AR. And it's at 22%, but maybe it's because I'm working less. I don't know what Emily's is. I might be ahead of her. I don't know. If you decide to try the 5 orders a day on Spark, make sure they are only round robins. I almost forgot that and took a first come first serve. Oh yeah, Lisa was at 60. That's right. You're right. I overlooked that. So Lisa's the winner. Now I don't feel so bad. It's bad when you feel bad for having a high AR. But again, if you time it just right and you figure out when the orders are better and don't waste your time, it might be better to, I haven't done DoorDash or Uber Eats in a while. But even at lunch here, they wasn't no good. I mean, they was mediocre, but wasn't great. And everything in Wichita Falls is mid-afternoon till early evening. You got about a 5-hour window there that everything's pretty decent between Spark and your food delivery. But I'm not going to turn down Spark orders versus food delivery. If I see a first come first serve, I will take that over a crappy round robin. I'm out to make that money. Yeah, the round robins I see here, they pop them out at $7 to $9. Most of them. If I have a decline the same order 5 times in a row, they only are. Shouldn't matter much. I don't, unless it's a round robin, it shouldn't count against you regardless. I found the earlier orders are the best. I went to the store, and they paid more. Oh, so early in the day's good up there? Here it's in the evening. Late afternoon, early evening. Yeah. Yep, you got to know it. And I've had a couple of people say, oh, the orders are good in the mornings. But every time I go out in the mornings, they're not good. I don't know if it's just coincidence that when I go out, they're not good and they're good the rest of the time. I don't know. It's like going to the casino. Everybody's hitting. Everybody's jackpotting. I go to the casino, and they are tighter than you know what. So, of course, that's been a while since I've been out there. My first day I used Spark. I only had it on for 2 hours. Day 2, my AR was at 3%. No clue how that happened. And I've never been able to get it back up higher than 24. Oh, I've gotten mine back up, but it's because I don't know, I'm wondering if it would be good, since the round robins are coming out between 30 and 35 after, Wonder if it would be good just to turn it off at that time and turn it back on like at 40 after. May have to try that. Oh, my last Uber Eats. Wait a minute. Yeah, my last Uber Eats order a couple of hours ago. Shopping order for Albertsons. We don't even have Albertsons no more. 5 small items. Customer added 15. Wow. That was a good one. Yeah, matrix move up and down 2 points per order. Yeah. Or should I say adjusted the tip to be much better afterwards? I've had a couple of tips lately that's went up a couple of bucks. And I don't know if the customer did that or if it wasn't showing the whole payout until afterwards. Who knows? We'll never know. More speculating and theories and all that. Yeah. I don't know. Just watch how they drop. On Spark DoorDash is a different story, huh? Well, don't overdo it, Dash Womble. Remember, you're just now getting back out and about. Do you realize it shows not quite like that in the app for Uber Eats? It's changed compared to how it was a while ago. It's been a couple of weeks. I turned DoorDash and Uber Eats and Grubhub. I turned them on 2 weeks ago, and I got a couple of orders from each one, but I hadn't turned it back on. It's hard to turn those on when you're doing Spark because by the time you take a Uber Eats order, whatever, then bam, you'll get a shopping order. Then there you are. You got to go pick up that Uber Eats order, go take care of that, and our restaurants here are slow. They take forever to get an order ready. You got to get that and then get back to do the shopping order. And it's just hard to take a chance on missing out on something because you want to make $7 off of Uber Eats. But it's hard not to when you're not getting anything. It's like as soon as you take it, bam, Spark will go off. So, I don't know. It all works out. As long as I can pay the bills and be happy. It's what everybody needs, you know. Some people want to work, and that's all they want to do. And some people, that may be all they have to do. But if they got something else they could do, they ought to do a little bit of stuff to have a life. Because it ain't all about work. Someday you're going to get older and wish you'd have slowed down a little bit. Why does it show something? Giggity, yes, but remember, if you decline one, it also will go down 2 points. And that's a wash. I'm not going to lie. I took a couple and they can't cancel. The only thing I've been canceling lately is I've canceled that shopping order. I'm not doing a shopping order. I think it was like $22 or $24. Like 47 items, and it was going like 14 miles. But until I'm accepting the shopping orders I did today, I just took it's a gamble. It's like shooting in the dark with Android anyway, because I can't see the items. I don't know how many items are on there. And after the phone call with them, they said it was a known issue and they are working on it. I don't know. Luckily, the shopping orders I took today worked out. They were like 19 items for $22 or $23. Not great, but a lot better than other crap that's coming up. It shows me what the total will be at the tip before I accept it. and don't think it's doing the hidden tip. Yeah. Yeah. Funny how them glitches are never in our favor. It's not like Monopoly where it's bank error and you're a favor, collect $50 or whatever. It's what usually going to cost you money. Wish we had some of those deliver that and stuff here. Now it shows on Uber Eats full detailed info. Did they change it on the Uber rideshare where you can see everything on that? Because if I remember right, the last ride shares I did on Uber, it didn't show the payout or something. I accept them from the AR, but I cancel them. Went to 6%. But then the orders I did, cancellation is only 2%. Good. Your completion rate on, is it, you talking about on Spark? Mine's still, I think it, 100%. Yeah, on time arrival, 100%, zero drop rate, 22% acceptance rate, 4.7 customer rating. I don't know if I'll get, yeah, it's not the end of the month and I'm back up into the green on the customer rating. It was orange. I was it's on the bottom part of the 4.7. Hopefully I'll get my Walmart Plus again. That extra dive off a gallon helps. Uber is the only food app I use. Grubhub voted me and I hate doing it. Well, one of the things that Grubhub used to, I don't know if they still do it or not, but if you was doing like say a Uber Eats or a DoorDash and you accepted a Grubhub order, and if you wasn't heading there like really like quick within a couple of minutes, they would send a message, something that doesn't appear that you are heading in the right direction or something, some kind of notification. I don't know if they still do that or not. What I was wondering. Got my drop rate back in green. My customer rating drop. That's the bad thing about the customer rating on as far as on Spark. If Walmart screws up something and gives them the wrong bread or gives them a broken egg, then they wind up giving us a bad rating, and we had nothing to do with it. That's the bad thing about the customer rating on Spark, is because we don't control half of the bad things. Granted, some of the drivers do mess things up, but most of the time it's because of Walmart, not necessarily the driver. Your birthday's next month, you'll be 123. So that makes you yeah, we should be rated different. But they put us all together. You know, it's like working for anybody. When I worked for the city, I worked for a department that had nothing to do with the streets, but you're a city employee, so you got fussed at because of the pothole in front of somebody's house. Or when I worked for Blue Cross and Blue Shield, all I did was process claims. I got fussed at because somebody's insurance was so high. Had nothing to do with it. And this is the same thing. We get fussed at because Walmart screwed up. We're just the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. We just deliver it. Wow, 4.9 stars. That's pretty good. That was what I was staying at. I hadn't been a 5 in a long time, but I don't know why it never went up. But my only thought was, the reason why mine might have dropped a while back, and I said it on here, is I put somebody's order at the bottom of the staircase, and because staircase was not safe. That's the only thing I've done, and that's probably what brought it down. Because usually, if your customer rating goes down, it's not something you did that day or the day before. It was probably something you did last week or the week before, because it takes it a while. I think that's what it seems like anyway. Because that was the only thing I could have messed up on, and it was about 2 weeks later my customer rating went down. Yep, if the store picker subs or whatever, we get rated, yeah. And that's not right. And Emily got really upset because hers got down to like a 4.4 or 4.2, something like that. And I said, it's not really most of the time. And I've watched her, and she does a great job. She does exactly what she's supposed to do. You know, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, you got nothing to worry about. And that's why I told her, I said, it's not anything that you did. It's something that Walmart did, and they're just blaming you. And that's the way it is. I was at 5 stars forever. I'm very particular when I deliver to. No. We have such a vast, well, I'm sure every town does, but I don't know. I don't really pick and choose on the areas I deliver in, but I do think you have a higher chance of getting rated low if you're delivering to low paying orders. Like if it's a $7 order, there's a higher chance of getting a bad rating versus doing a $17 order. I honestly believe that, because I think the people that don't tip tend to be more judgmental than the people that do tip. It's just my opinion. I think it works on food too. If you take a $3.50 DoorDash order, you have a high possibility of something going wrong with that versus a $9 DoorDash order. That's just, I think that. I have no proof, but that's my opinion. Just from experience. I think most customers don't rate. Yeah, that's another thing, reason why it takes forever, because most of them don't rate. Yeah, I think most customers don't rate, and it only takes a few negatives hit. Yep, that's absolutely right. It takes so many, 50 deliveries to knock off a bad point. But if people would rate you, it goes up. I permanently do shop orders and sport now. Yeah, I try. I generally, when I do a shopping order, I'll ask because our stores are full of pickers, and I'll ask one of them, y'all got a lot of orders today? Y'all behind? Yeah, we're a little short-handed. They're full. And if they tell you they're pulling people from other departments to help pick, you know the shopping orders are going to be better at that store that day because they want to get those people back in their departments. So orders will be good, but if they've got enough pickers, it ain't going to be that good, and move on to a different store. Yeah, waiting on these curbsides really hurts the earnings, but yeah. Yes, it does. Yeah, they could make curbside way better. That's why I'm wondering about this 3-order thing, how that's going to work out. It was just now, since they changed the pickup time, it was made it where you could, if you wanted to, do a food order between time. But now with a 3-order, that's going to fill up that time. So you're back to square one. And not, like I said, the only way I'm taking a 3-order is if it's paying worth 3 orders. You know, $25. I don't know. I haven't figured out my cutoff yet, but I would say $25. Pretty sure I know who complained my last. Yeah, we can't help it. And the thing gets me is when it says a substitute, pick your own substitute, and then when you try to pick your own substitute, it won't let you. And it's the same exact thing. It's just a different brand, but it won't let you pick that one. I don't get it. Why even give you the choice, Grandpa? That's my option also. I notice no or low tip orders have the most demanding delivery. Yeah, I think so. And yeah, most likely, if you're going to get a bad rating, they're probably going to come from the no tippers. Generally, I wouldn't say 100% of the time, but if you lower your standards and to do certain things, then that's what you're going to have happen to you. You're going to have low standard people that's going to give you low standard ratings. I don't know how to word that without sounding bad, but I think y'all get what I'm saying. Why couldn't we be allowed to exclude certain stores from our offers? Just make it one change allowed per day so it doesn't become abuse. Yeah, it makes too much sense. So we have one Walmart here. The curbside is slower than molasses being poured in the wintertime, but the aisles are not like the aisles at the other Walmarts I've been in. You could run 4 carts on beside each other on these aisles. They're spaced out. You got plenty of room. I love doing the shopping orders there. But the curbsides, it'll take you 20 to 25 minutes to get loaded generally. Sometimes they're right on time, but most of the time they're like really slow. But the shopping orders at that Walmart's nice because there's lots of room. You don't have to wait on Grandpa riding his little ride-along thing, little cart, motorized cart to move. There's plenty of room. But yeah, it'd be nice if we could block particular Walmarts or different stores. I think the big problem with the order is still getting ready, maybe on the Walmart end, because they are, I think they do something on their end to get sparked the broadcast orders. One thing I noticed today that I had been seeing is I was starting to see you're now eligible for extra time or extra pay for waiting. I waited a while today and I never saw those. I don't know if they didn't get to that point or if they quit doing that. I don't know. I'll try it again tomorrow. Might not have got to that point though. Yeah, when I scheduled order was placed the day before, they're still picking when I assign. Yeah. Yeah, why assign the driver if it's not ready? I thought you could, but I couldn't remember. So, I guess I was right. About blocking the store. That was a couple of years ago. It seems like maybe 3 years ago now. Can't remember. And if we complain, we are the problem. Bad thing is you can't complain too much because a store can blacklist you just because they want to. They don't have to give a reason. They can just do it. You don't have to kiss butt, but it's probably usually in your best interest not to make waves. You have 9 Walmarts. We only got 3 in Wichita Falls. Well, 3 Walmarts and 1 Sam's Club. $20? Dang. There's a lot of Walmarts. Here's a good tip. Y'all may not know if it's storming, except those orders, there may be a chance they will not dispense the order during a storm, or power may be out. You call support. I've pulled up one of our Walmarts. You can pull. You have to pull by the oil changing area. But I pulled up to the door when it was pouring down rain, because I'd call in there and say, "You want me to pull up to the door?" And they said, "Yes, please," because it'd be pouring down rain. Now, I don't want my car door open when it's pouring down rain. And I don't want them to have to come out in the rain, not when it's raining that hard. Get full pay plus a $250 for show up. We haven't had enough storms up here. It's so dry, our lakes are drying up. I got away with washing the car today because we're on the odd even thing now, the water rationing. But today was the day we could water. And that, I've never had a pressure washer. I washed both cars and there wasn't enough water to run down the curb. I guess it has mostly air. Maybe that's how they work. I helped you figure out how to block stores having the store block. Yeah, they can block you. I got blocked. I got put on the blacklist. It wasn't. I got unblacklisted because it was because of something a loader said that I said, but it was something that I said, but the loader misunderstood me, and I had to explain myself to the manager back there, and they said, "Oh, okay, that makes more sense. You're unblocked." If you ever do get blacklisted at a store, just go in there and talk to them and be nice and explain the situation, and they'll probably unblock you. So I tell you what, support aggravated the crap out of me yesterday when they hung up on, they disconnected the live chat because they couldn't verify my account because they screwed up changing my phone number. And they couldn't verify the account twice. Then I called, got put on hold after telling them what was going on, and then it disconnected after I was on hold for at least 5 to 6 minutes on each call. Finally, the third time, I demanded to talk to Tier 2, and they looked it up and they said, and they gave me my information, and it was all right. And I said, "How come they couldn't figure it out?" "We don't know." I don't know if somebody changed that while I was talking, or I don't know. Just very aggravating. If it's Lightning, Walmart policy is that they can load our cars, so just go and get. So that they can load or can't load? Probably can't load. I said Walmart parking lot accepting orders and calling support. Their power was out. And made $87. That's a heck of a way to make a living. Having to deal with support though. I'm not a big fan of their support. I lost money on the order a few weeks ago. It was a good paying order, but it was because of the tip. But I didn't get anything on that. I finally got aggravated with them. I told them I've wasted too much time. Why don't you just do whatever you want to do? Have a good day. And I hung up. I didn't get paid. They had dropped the order about 2 blocks before I got to the house. I took it back to Walmart and most of it. Oh, my zone includes downtown Houston and stretches. Man, you got to deal with that Houston traffic, though. Remember one time we went down through there, and back when I was younger, we got on a loop. I guess there's a big loop. We ended up going all the way around Houston like twice because we could never figure out where to get off at. I think we was heading over to toward Louisiana, heading east. But that traffic is a mess. It's one of the reasons why I never wanted to live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Is I don't want to deal with the traffic. But I guess if you're born and raised around it, it probably doesn't bother you that much. I had 8 Walmarts, but called. They had my stores taken off now. I have 4 zones. See, we only have 1 zone here. And I took my grandson to, it's called Vernon, Texas. And there's a Walmart there. And I turned Spark on there. And it was funny because I turned Spark on there in Vernon. And it's like 30 miles. And my other phone it was hooked up to the Wi-Fi. But I hadn't uninstalled the Spark app, and Emily called me. She goes, "Are you doing Spark?" And I said, "No, I'm in Vernon, just dropping Aiden off, my grandson." But it picked up there, but my phone was picking up orders from Wichita Falls. So I wasn't trying to like manipulate their area, zones or whatever. But I was 30 miles away, and I turned my phone on there to see if I could get a Spark order from that one Walmart. And my phone here at home was going off for the orders in Wichita. It's crazy. Spark order randomly, or app likes randomly accept orders without me touching the screen. Huh. I hadn't had that one happen yet, but that does not surprise me. Yeah, I would too. I had or have cousins that they live, what's it called, the Woodlands? I think it's north of Houston. Now there's a loop around the loop Beltway 8. And now there's a loop around the... Huh. I just remember we got on a loop and it was like act of Congress to finally figure out where we were at and to get off at the right place. And you got a bunch of country bumpkins down there driving around a big city like Houston. One of the things about like in Dallas or the Dallas-Fort Worth area is the Grand Prairie and Arlington, and you can be in Grand Prairie, go into Arlington, back into Grand Prairie, and back into Arlington, all on I-35. Right, yeah, 30, yeah. No, 20, I-20. Because 35's over here, I-20's further over. That goes like the 45 to Houston. But on I-20, I think you can go from Grand Prairie to Arlington, back into Grand Prairie, and then back into Arlington, all going in one direction. That's crazy. Oh, and y'all got tollways down there too. We don't have no tollways up here until you go over in Oklahoma. Wow, it's 11:15, y'all. I better turn into a pumpkin. I don't have any reviews to do. I am so excited. It's and then actually kind of nice because I've had like stacks of stuff to get done and do, and I know it's going to hit me again. But yesterday I didn't get anything in, and today I didn't get anything in. And it's been kind of nice. Emily did get me something, and I don't know if she got it on TikTok. One of them TikTok. I guess they have TikTok stores or people that sell stuff on TikTok. These are pretty cool, y'all. It'll hold a GoPro, but it's made for a phone. But it turns, it tracks you. It's got a little screen right there, or a little camera, and it'll track you. And it really did good. I used it in a review the other day. Not part of the review, but just I was out in the driveway and I was just seeing if it followed me over towards my car. Followed me all the way over to my car. They're pretty cool. Too bad it wasn't on Amazon and I would do a review on it. I guess I could still do a review on it. Brandon, I should have a list of all the apps. Easy Cater dispatch through Wichita Falls in a day or two. I just emailed my contact and oh, so you can get a list of apps here in Wichita. That would be great. Because I only know of a couple. I signed up for, what's that one? Curry. And I got on Curry, but there's no Curry deliveries here. Because I wound up emailing them. And it's the only way I got on there. And they put me on, but there's nothing here. He said, not the west end. That's the zone. Curry does not do catering. No, but I'm just saying that I signed up, and I was getting a message from one called Fetched. I started filling it out, but I never finished filling that out. Have you got a bike? Yes, but I'm going to say no because I don't want to do no reviews. On bike stuff. Hotter than Hell. Y'all ever heard of the Hotter than Hell 100 here in Wichita Falls? That is going to be next Saturday. So it's a pretty good given that I'm not leaving the house next Saturday because it's going to be a nightmare because they shut down a lot of streets and part of the highway. The main highway's open, but the service roads that you got to use to get on the highway will be closed. You'd have to go back and around, and oh man, it's going to be a nightmare. Up until Saturday evening, anyway, late Saturday afternoon. So, yeah, I mean, if they have that Easy Cater or whatever, I'm all in if it's an app that pays money. You call, I haul. I don't care what it is. Legal, illegal, I don't ask questions. I just call. I just haul what I'm told to haul. Unless I know it's illegal. If I know it's illegal, then I can't do it. But you don't know what you're hauling half the time anyway on some of these apps. Especially like Curry and ones like that, from what my understanding. You pick up a box from the airport, you take it to there. What's in it? You don't know. I better not be saying that. I have the FBI watching me. already gonna have the cops after me on a warrant for my speeding ticket if I don't get a hold of them. I don't know how long you have before you got to contact them on a speeding ticket. 30 days maybe. I don't know. Been 40 something years since I've had a speeding ticket. I one order yesterday paid. Holy smoke! 304.50. My one order today paid 251. Those are really good orders, and I don't get any. Man, that 304 is almost about what, not much less than what I made on Spark last week. It was a lousy week. Anyway, y'all, I'm starting to get tired. I think I'm going to call it a day and get some rest. I actually got up at like 7 o'clock yesterday morning and like 9 o'clock this morning. And for me, that's pretty early. 'Cause I'm more of a night owl. I get more done at night. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to do reviews and stuff because Emily's got to work and concentrate, and her work is much more important than mine. And that, I'm not being sarcastic on that. 100% more important. So I try to do mine when it's quieter, or I'm not going to I don't mind her being in here. That's not it. It's just I don't want to disturb her. So that's usually when I try to do more of my reviews. But it is what it is. But I am kind of glad I don't have nothing to review. Probably all come in tomorrow, but that's okay because I may have Saturday to do stuff like reviews around here at the house. Still too dang hot here to shoot my teammate review. Well, if you use a GoPro, well, let me tell you one thing about a GoPro. If you're thinking about buying one, I had it sitting right here doing a review and it overheated in an air-conditioned environment. Granted, I have the microphone mod case on it. You know, so you can plug the microphone in right here. So it doesn't breathe real good, but it'd be interesting to see what they do with the GoPro 12s. Probably not much because they only change them about every 4 years. 12 will make 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait. 8, 9, 10, 11. No, it was a 9, 10, 11, and 12. The bodies, the frames have not changed one bit. So, we'll see. Anyway, y'all, I am out of here. I've been rambling on about nothing, but I've enjoyed y'all's conversations, and I'm going to try that 5, if I can get like on DoorDash, and it might work with Spark too. But 5 orders on Spark's good. I think I'm going to look real quick, and then I'm going to get off here. Trips completed. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only did 4 trips today. So that would 5 trips on Spark would be quite a bit. There's just not that many decent orders, and I'm not taking crap just to get 5 orders. But like on the food delivery, it might be worth trying. Anyway, shoot your videos underwater in the pool. The GoPro shouldn't overheat never. Well, you can't use the media mod under the water. It's not waterproof. Because you have to take the battery cover off for the mod case. So it's not waterproof when you take that off. But yeah, underwater would be really cool. I did some underwater videos on my Dirty Shoes Adventures videos. I just had it on a selfie stick. I put it down in the water and you can see the little fishes swimming around. Pretty cool. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all coming by and visiting and hanging out and just rattling and letting me rattle and just hanging out. It's kind of fun. Anyway, y'all go make some money. Stay cool out there. Don't get overheated and don't overwork yourself. And remember, there's more to life than just working. So, anyhow, y'all, I think I've seen a review channel that shoots under. Might be onto something. There you go. I do have an idea for my review channel. I'm probably going to try a video just to see how it works next week. Anyway, okay, I'm out here, yo. Y'all keep smiling, dashing, dancing, prancing, doing whatever it is you want to do. Just keep doing something because you're going to grow old if you don't. For real, y'all. Get out there, make some money, but get out there and have a life. There's more to it than work. Work is going to be there whether you are or not, so they don't really care. The only person that cares for you is you. I mean, we care for you, but that didn't come out right. See, I'm getting tired. I'm starting to get confused here. But these gig apps, what I was getting at, they don't care about us. So make your money from them, but enjoy life. Go fishing, go take a walk in the park, go take a drive in the woods. Get the camera out and go take some pictures of dead grass and drying up trees. That's about all you see around here. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for coming by. Ciao.